This is lesson 4.4, solving multiplication and division equations for course 2. So, notes on 4.4. So write this in your notebook. There are 4 types of equations. So I really want you to focus on that. There's 4 types of equations. So number 1, x plus 8 equals 10. Number 2, x minus 9 is 20. So you have an addition equation and a subtraction equation. You can either add or subtract from both sides. So that's 2 of the types. We did those yesterday. So that's 2 of the types. Now the other 2 new equations are multiplication and division. So when it's multiplication, you need to divide to simplify. So just like back here, when I had x plus 8 equals 10, what I end up doing is I minus 8 from both sides. I do the opposite. This is add, I end up subtracting. If it is subtraction, I end up adding 9 to both sides of the equation. So if it's subtraction, I added. So I did the opposite. Now, with multiplication and division, it's exactly the same. With this type of a problem, 3 times what equals 24, you end up dividing both sides by 3, so x equals 8. So if it is multiplication, which means the 3 and the x are right next to each other, that means multiplication, I am going to divide 24 divided by 3, and that would get me my answer. And then here, everybody sees this fraction and they automatically freak out. They're like, x divided by 4, I have no idea what that is. Well, really, it's actually the easiest problem because all you're doing is you're multiplying both sides by the denominator. So x equals 40. So check your answer. Is 40 divided by 4, does that equal 10? Yes. So really, you're just multiplying the denominator. So if you look at this, you're just multiplying these 2 numbers to get your answer. It's really the easiest problem that you can get. Okay, so try this problem. M divided by negative 3 equals 27. So some number divided by 3, negative 3, is 27. So when you're doing this, this is division. So this problem is division. So that means I need to multiply. So I multiply. Here's my problem. I am going to multiply both sides times negative 3. That leaves me with just m. Because m divided by negative 3 times negative 3 turns into this, negative 3m over negative 3. And negative 3 divided by negative 3 is 1. So 27 times 3 is negative 81. You should have gotten negative 81 as your answer. So solve these problems. There are 2 multiplication and 2 division. Push pause, try them, and then we'll go over them when you're done. All right, so this first one, I draw my line. Now that's 15 times what is 60. So what you do is you divide by 15 on both sides. So x equals 4. Now check your answer. Is 15 times 4, does that equal 60? Yes, 15 times 4 equals 60. So I know my answer is correct. Now, something divided by 12 equals 8. So what this means is I need to multiply both sides by 12. So then I get y equals 8 times 12 is 96. So y equals 96. So try that. And I put it in. Is 96 divided by 12, does that equal 8? Yes. If I had 96 oranges and I divided it by 12 people, each person would get 8. All right, this one, I draw my line, and it's negative 7b. So I'm going to divide both sides by negative 7. Negative 7 times what is negative 35? Well, negative 35 divided by negative 7 is 5. So b equals 5. So is negative 7 times 5, is negative 7 times 5, does that equal negative 35? Yes. Check your work. All right, last problem. Something divided by negative 5 is negative 13. So what I need to do is I need to multiply both sides by negative 5. So then I get n equals, what's 13 times 5? A negative times a negative is a positive. 10 times 5 is 50, plus 3 times 5 is 15, so that equals 65. So try it. Is 65 divided by negative 5, does that equal negative 13? Yes. All right, that is it for your notes.